What if in the depths of the ocean, there is a creature that sees you, but is completely invisible to your eye? It can paralyze a human body in a matter of minutes, squeeze through a gap the size of a coin, and its arms literally think independently from its brain. No, this isn't a sci-fi horror movie. This is the reality hiding right here on our planet. Let's begin. Octopuses are literally the aliens of the ocean. The more scientists study them, the more it feels like nature accidentally created something too perfect. Every single feature they have looks like a superpower. An octopus can change its skin color and pattern faster than you can blink. But that's not even the craziest part. Two types of cells control their camouflage. Chromatophores change the color, while special papillae instantly warp their skin texture. In a fraction of a second, a smooth creature turns into a rough stone, coral, or seaweed. It's so natural that you could look straight at it underwater and see absolutely nothing. This is why divers say the ocean is scarier than space. You can be standing right next to a creature and have no idea it's there. Some species take it even further. The mimic octopus actively copies other animals. It can impersonate venomous sea snakes, jellyfish, or flatfish, perfectly duplicating their movements. And it's not just a visual trick. If it mimics a snake, it hides 6 of its arms and stretches out the other 2 to look like a slithering body. If it mimics a jellyfish, it floats and moves in rhythmic jerks. It literally becomes someone else right in front of a predator. But the weirdest things are inside its body. An octopus has 3 hearts and blue blood. The blue color comes from copper instead of iron, which humans have. 2 hearts pump blood to the gills, and the third sends it through the body. Here is the catch. When an octopus swims, that third heart stops working. That's why swimming exhausts them, and they prefer to systematically walk along the bottom using their tentacles. The more you learn about their anatomy, the more you realize this is not an Earth creature. There is a massive cluster of neurons inside every single arm, so many that the tentacles can operate completely on their own, separate from the brain. In fact, 2/3 of the octopus's entire nervous system is located in its arms. That's why a severed tentacle will keep moving, crawling, and reacting to touch for a long time. Its arms can literally think on their own. More than that, an octopus tastes the world with its whole body. Every single suction cup is a powerful grip and a chemical sensor. Thousands of these suckers analyze surfaces and read chemical compositions instantly. Imagine if you could taste your coffee just by touching the mug. That's their life. The moment an octopus touches prey in the dark, it already knows if it's edible or dangerous. Its arms are tongues, noses, and fingers all at once. This is exactly why they are almost impossible to catch. An octopus has no bones. The only hard part of its body is a beak shaped like a parrot's beak. If the beak fits through a hole, the entire fluid body can follow. Because of this, large octopuses slide into gaps the size of a coin, escape from locked aquariums, and disappear where no predator can reach them. And that's not an exaggeration. In New Zealand, an octopus named Inky lived in a national aquarium. One night he broke out of his tank, crawled across the floor in total darkness, found a narrow drain pipe, and squeezed through it straight back into the ocean. A boneless creature planned a flawless prison break. And the funniest part? They never found him. Octopuses also use tools. Some species collect empty shells, coconut halves, and trash from the ocean floor to build portable shelters. They basically create mobile armor and carry it around. This is not just animal instinct, it's genuine intellect. They are recognized as some of the smartest invertebrate creatures on the planet. They solve puzzles, open jars from the inside, memorize mazes, and even recognize human faces. In experiments, they reacted differently to specific staff members based on past interactions. In labs, they did even weirder things. Some octopuses intentionally squirted jets of water at the bright lights above their tanks because the glare irritated them, short-circuiting the power. The animal understood cause and effect to turn off a light. It makes you wonder how deeply they actually perceive things. When danger comes, an octopus deploys an ink cloud. But it's not just smoke. Sometimes the ink mixes with mucus, forming a dense silhouette that looks exactly like the octopus, a literal ghost decoy. While the predator attacks the ghost, the real octopus cloaks itself and vanishes. It looks like a military countermeasure from a thriller. If a predator does catch it, The octopus can just sacrifice its arm to survive. A new tentacle starts growing back within days, complete with suction cups, sensitivity, and nerves. Humanity dreams of this technology, but the octopus has had it hardwired for millions of years. But some of them are lethal to humans. The blue-ringed octopus is beautiful, harmless looking, and roughly the size of a golf ball. But its venom is one of the deadliest toxins in the ocean. The terrifying part is that its bite is completely painless. It feels like a mild mosquito poke. You might walk away completely unaware, but minutes later, the nightmare begins. The toxin causes total muscle paralysis. You stay fully conscious, you hear and understand everything, but you cannot move even an eyelid. Eventually, your breathing muscles stop working. The only way to save a person is to immediately hook them up to an ICU breathing machine and wait until the body flushes the toxin out. There is no antidote. It makes the ocean feel like a truly hostile abyss. And that's just the small ones. Imagine the giant Pacific octopus. Its arms can reach 6 meters in length, and each suction cup can hold 15 kilograms. Meeting that scale in pitch-black water is like facing a real mythological monster, especially when you remember that our oceans are less explored than the surface of the moon. Nobody knows what is lurking deeper in the trenches. But the most haunting part is how ancient they are. Octopuses have existed for hundreds of millions of years. Fossils from before the dinosaurs show ancestors that look identical to modern ones. Nature designed an absolute survival machine long before humans, and the design was so perfect it never needed to change. Countless species went extinct, but the octopus remained, uniquely optimized from the very beginning. Yet, their life cycle is deeply tragic. Females become mothers only once. After laying eggs, they guard the nest for months, entirely stop eating, and slowly starve. The mother sits by the clutch, cleaning the eggs and protecting them until the exact moment they hatch. She deliberately sacrifices her life for the next generation, dying of total exhaustion just as her babies take their first swim. To top it off, octopuses sometimes leave the water. During low tide, they trap water inside their bodies to keep breathing and literally walk across dry land, moving between rocks to hunt or find a new home. A creature with no bones, 3 hearts, blue blood, and independent arms can casually walk on land. How is that not an alien? In the end, the octopus is living proof of how mysterious our planet remains. It's a reminder that nature can engineer forms of life that are far stranger and more terrifying than anything we could ever invent in science fiction.